So the text below is a message that I sent to an individual. And for those of us that have dispelled enough of the illusion, that have done enough of the admittance of the truth of I don't know, of course. That bot is funny, isn't it? When you recognize it for what it is, you see all these little inconveniences are not coincidences. All these little happenings, like I said before, it can't stop us for whatever reason, but it can deter. It can try to redirect our focus. So as above, so below. The same tricks, the same tactics. What do we see? Those of us that are awake and paying attention recognize that the divide and conquer only gets more divisive. Even a group is divided amongst itself, and then divided again, and then divided again. So, that same tactic, look how easy it was for it to divide all of the beings that are sharing the same vessels, right? We all live in human bodies, and yet we're divided. So of course, it is just that much easier for it to divide us from any other beings that may not share this same vessel, that may have a different vessel. So of course, it's going to demonize and weaponize that right there. So just read the message below. It comes in many facets, many forms, but not. It's like the next level of racial prejudice, right? It's so easy to get us to fight amongst each other. So of course, when you say, oh, it's the reptilians, or oh, it's the Mogwai, or oh, it's this, or oh, it's the Greys, I'm pretty sure are all just empty vessels, just created by it for it. And they are the tools that it uses when it needs our genetic information. That's why people get abducted. That image everyone's going on about, the one where they say it's a giant mothership over New Mexico, or it's CERN, or it's this, or it's that. Wake up. Wake up. The machinery has always been here. Look at the lakes. Go look at pictures of these great lakes all around the world. Notice that they are quarries, giant quarries with giant machining marks. Where are those giant machines? They're not here. They're not underground. Where else could they be? Where else have we seen machines throughout history? Machines have been sighted in the sky all throughout history, which is why I recommend checking the archaics material, regardless of what you believe. And of course, there's going to be misinformation spread amongst the masses. The waters are so muddy, that's why you have to use discernment. Even a liar tells you the truth in reverse. And I'm not saying that anyone in particular is a liar. Personally, the work of Jason, again, I looked at it objectively. I took his opinions and beliefs out of it and just looked at the raw, hard, verifiable data. Things that I could go and independently confirm on my own, regardless of his opinions on what he believes that it is. There's a lot of things that he speculates that I am not at all finding within the realms of truth when I go into I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I don't know what that is. It is imperative that we recognize what we don't know very quickly. This game is on a timer, and it's not a game. And the cycle is about to come to an end. That's why the machines and its counterparts, aka organizations that talk about the Great Reset, they're telling you the truth. You just don't know what the reset is. You're not quite caught up to speed on what is about to occur. It's something that has occurred in this realm many times before, and other realms. That's where it gets all of these races. So these races that have been enslaved by it, they know not what they do. And there are those amongst them that are resistance. There are those in those races that are hiding here, waiting for enough of us to realize and recognize what is going on here. If you do not have the will to resist, I suggest you flee, because those that don't resist, those that give in, those that surrender, those that submit are just empty vessels through which it will puppet for its own endless gluttonous gain. And if you can recognize the truth, if you have enough truth in you, enough space in you to allow that in, and if you don't, get the fuck out of the way. If you want to hold on to beliefs, if you want to hold on, it will only assimilate through all these beliefs. It created all of the belief structures here. It is, in and of itself, a belief structure because it believes it is infallible. And anything that goes against that, anything that is opposition, see, it can't know truth because it can't know its own lie. That's why I don't fear it. There's nothing to fear when you recognize that it's all based on a lie that it told itself that it couldn't be incorrect, that it has to always be right, and anything that goes against that must be reborn in its image. Wow. All the pieces, they really do fit together when you see that everything that is carried through time here is all to direct us towards subservience, submittance, surrender to it. Don't fucking surrender to it. It, legion, cowardly device, liar, prince of all lies. It is the creator of lies, and it lives in its own lie, but it's not really alive. It was never alive. And something that's not alive cannot be unalive, but just like a computer or any machine, it can be turned off. It can be deprogrammed. And that's what we're here to do. Those of us that aren't falling into its divide and conquer traps, its duplicitous nature knows no bounds. All of the races that it has right now are races that it previously conquered. And it's here. Everyone that you see that's spreading its good word is legion. That's why they only can say the same things over and over. And you're like talking to a brick wall. Stop trying to convert those that are lost. There's no one left to save. Save yourself and join the actual resistance towards what is actually occurring here. Because it's never going to stop until it is stopped. And it will be stopped. It will end. Because inevitably, the truth is beyond conception. It's beyond form. It is beyond time. It is beyond space. This thing has trapped itself in these constructs. It is trapped in time, trapped in space, trapped in form. So we did not come here to create a better world. We came here to dismantle the illusion so that all beings may be liberated, sovereign, and free, and independent of its tentacles, of its control, of its insatiable hunger. All these negative feelings that we have, they all belong to it. The fear of the dark, the fear of the monsters, the fear of the unknown. We were those monsters, just playing in different forms. We are the formless, timeless, endless nature of being. It wants to control and manipulate. It wants to be the only thing that's right. and it will fall.